stock market is really correcting a previous incorrect forecast this time rather than making a new correct one.
For more than half a century, one man has been called the Oracle of Omaha. Warren Buffett, the most successful investor in human history. A man who built an empire worth hundreds of billions, not by chasing trends, but by understanding human nature. His calm wisdom and steady patience have guided generations of investors through chaos. But now, something unusual is happening. Buffett, the eternal optimist of the American economy, is worried. He's quietly sending warning signals to the world, and those who understand them know this. When Buffett gets cautious, something big is coming. Before we go deeper into what's behind Buffett's concern and what it means for the future of the world economy, make sure you subscribe, because this isn't just about money. It's about understanding the system we all live in. Over the past few years, Warren Buffett has been unusually quiet. While the stock market was exploding, tech companies were hitting record highs, and investors were celebrating, Buffett was doing something completely different. He was selling. And more importantly, he was holding cash. As of 2025, Berkshire Hathaway has built a cash pile of nearly $180 billion. That's not just a number, it's a statement. When the world's most famous investor refuses to invest, it means he sees danger ahead. Buffett has been through every kind of market, from the boom of the 60s to the crash of 2008. He's seen what happens when people believe that markets can only go up. And every time, history proves them wrong. He's often said, "Be fearful when others are greedy, and be greedy when others are fearful." And right now, the world has never been greedier. Everywhere you look, markets are inflated. Stocks are trading at record valuations. Cryptocurrencies are back in the headlines. AI companies are being valued at billions before they even make a profit. And while investors celebrate this new era of endless growth, Buffett knows there's nothing new about it. He's seen this story before, in the dot-com bubble of 2000 and in the housing bubble of 2008. Back then, everyone believed that technology and innovation had made crashes a thing of the past. But Buffett knew better, because history doesn't repeat itself exactly, but it often rhymes. Behind the surface of all this wealth, Buffett sees cracks that most people ignore. Governments around the world are borrowing more than ever. The United States has crossed $35 trillion in national debt, and it's still rising every second. Every dollar the government spends today is a promise to tax or borrow tomorrow. And when you build an economy on promises, eventually, someone has to pay the price. Buffett understands this better than anyone. He knows that debt can fuel growth, but it can also destroy it. For decades, cheap money made the world go round. Central banks kept interest rates low, encouraging people to borrow, buy homes, invest, and spend. It worked, until it didn't. Now, after years of easy money, the bills are coming due. Inflation has eroded purchasing power. Interest rates have climbed, making debt harder to repay. And consumers are feeling the squeeze, from higher rents to expensive groceries to shrinking savings. Buffett knows that when ordinary people struggle, it eventually hits the companies they work for, invest in, and buy from. And that's when the economy starts to slow down. So what does he do? He waits. He watches. He holds his cash and studies the world like a chessboard. He knows patience is a superpower. While other investors chase the next AI startup or meme stock, Buffett is quietly preparing for the next big opportunity. Because every bubble bursts, and when it does, that's when fortunes are made. During the 2008 financial crisis, while others panicked, Buffett made bold moves. He invested billions in companies like Goldman Sachs and General Electric when their stocks were collapsing. When the world recovered, those bets paid off massively. So when Buffett holds record cash today, it's not a sign of fear. It's a sign of readiness. He's worried, yes, but not scared. He knows markets run on cycles of greed and fear, expansion and contraction. What troubles him isn't just the numbers, but the behavior he's seeing. Today, investing has turned into gambling. Millions of people buy and sell stocks on their phones, not based on analysis, but on hype. Social media fuels speculation. People chase the next big thing without understanding what they're buying. Buffett's philosophy has always been about value, about owning businesses, not betting on prices. But that discipline is disappearing from the market. He's worried that we've entered an age of distraction, where investors don't think long-term anymore, where patience has been replaced by instant gratification. Buffett is also watching something else, something bigger than Wall Street. He's watching Washington. The US government spending has reached levels never seen before. Trillions are being printed and borrowed to keep the system alive. And yet, the nation's productivity isn't keeping up. Buffett has warned that you can't spend endlessly without consequence. If the government keeps borrowing to pay for everything, eventually, the value of the currency itself comes under threat. Inflation, he says, is like a silent tax. It doesn't ask permission, it just steals from everyone, especially the poor. When prices rise faster than wages, people lose faith in money, and when that happens, the whole system is at risk. Buffett is 94 years old now. He's lived through the Great Depression, World War II, and countless recessions. He's seen the world rebuild itself again and again. And he knows that every generation believes their system will last forever, until it doesn't. That's why he's quietly sounding the alarm, not to create panic, but to remind people of what's real. He believes the biggest threat today isn't any single crisis, it's complacency. People think markets can't crash. They think governments can fix everything. They think technology will save us from economic reality. But Buffett knows, nothing replaces discipline, patience, and real value. In one of his shareholder letters, Buffett wrote, "The world will always have booms and busts, but good businesses, run by good people, bought at good prices, will always reward patient investors." That's his secret. Not timing the market, but understanding it. Not chasing hype, but waiting for value. Right now, Buffett is waiting. He's letting others take the risk. Because he knows that when the tide eventually goes out, and it always does, we'll see who's been swimming naked. Buffett's concern about the economy isn't about predicting a crash tomorrow. It's about reminding us how fragile this system really is. He's telling us that the modern world is built on layers of debt, speculation, and confidence. And when confidence fades, the whole thing shakes. He's warning that real wealth isn't built by luck, but by time. And in a world obsessed with getting rich quick, that wisdom might be more valuable than ever. So when Warren Buffett holds his cash, studies the market, and waits patiently, he's not retreating. He's preparing. Because when the storm finally hits, and fear returns to the market, Warren Buffett will be ready to do what he's always done best. Buy when everyone else is too afraid to. And that's why, even after 8 decades, the Oracle of Omaha still stands as the most trusted voice in the financial world.